Picture a woman in her late 60s, standing alone in her small apartment, the faint hum of a refrigerator filling the silence. She's holding a stack of bills, her hands trembling as she calculates what's left of her savings, barely enough for the month. Her life was spent caring for others, kids, parents, a spouse, while the world promised her sacrifices would be enough. Now, she's staring at a future where one emergency could wipe her out. There's a secret they're hiding, a truth so unsettling it's been swept under the rug. They don't want you to know why women face a steeper cliff than men, why your financial security feels like a house of cards. Stay with me. I'm about to expose what they've kept hidden, and it will change how you face your future. If this feels like a truth you've been waiting to hear, hit that subscribe button. Like this video, drop a comment below. Let me know you're here. You're not alone. Let's uncover this together. You feel it, that knot in your stomach when you check your bank account. You're a woman over 50, maybe 60, 70, or beyond, and the numbers don't add up. You spent decades putting others first, raising kids, caring for aging parents, supporting a spouse. Maybe you worked, but it was part-time, low pay, or interrupted by family needs. You were told it was noble, that love was your legacy. But now, retirement looms, and your savings are thin, your pension non-existent, your social security check barely covering rent. You see friends, mostly men, retiring comfortably, traveling, secure, while you're counting pennies for groceries or skipping doctor visits to save cash. It's not just money, it's fear. Fear of outliving your savings, of becoming a burden, of losing the independence you fought for. You've tried to plan, maybe clipped coupons, budgeted tightly, but it's never enough. You talk to your kids, your friends, maybe a financial advisor, but they don't get it. You should have saved more, they say, as if you had the chance. Society looks at you, a woman who gave everything, and acts like you failed. But here's the secret they don't want you to know. You didn't fail. You were set up. The system was built to keep women like you vulnerable, to profit from your sacrifices, to make you feel like your struggle is your fault. But it's not. You're not alone, and you're not powerless. They're terrified you'll see through their game, that you'll demand what's yours, that you'll rewrite the rules. Let me show you how this risk was engineered, why it hits women harder, and why they need you to stay in the dark. Let's go down the rabbit hole. This financial insecurity, this higher risk for women, isn't an accident, it's a design. Women over 50 face a 30% higher chance of poverty in retirement than men. Why? Because the system was built on your sacrifices. For decades, you were expected to prioritize family over career. In the 70s, 80s, 90s, society told women to stay home, to be the caregiver, to put love first. But love doesn't pay bills. Women earn 82 cents for every dollar a man makes, and that's if you worked full-time. Many didn't. Caregiving, raising kids, tending to parents, meant years out of the workforce, no contributions to savings or pensions. Social security. It's based on your earnings, so those gaps mean smaller checks. Women get about $300 less per month than men. And women live longer, by 5 years on average, stretching those meager funds even thinner. The system didn't just ignore your unpaid labor, it exploited it. While you were caring for others, men were building wealth, promotions, 401(k)s, networks. Even when you worked, you faced barriers. No paid maternity leave, no affordable childcare, no support to re-enter the workforce. Now, in retirement, the gap is stark. Men have twice the retirement savings of women, $280,000 versus $140,000 on average. And if you're single, widowed, or divorced, your risk is even higher. Single women over 65 are 3 times more likely to live in poverty than married couples. Society doesn't talk about this. Media glorifies retirement as a golden age. Cruises, golf, freedom, but that's a man's story, not yours. They want you to believe it's your fault, that you didn't plan well, that you should have known better. But how could you, when the rules were stacked against you? They're scared of you seeing the truth. Your sacrifices powered their system, and your vulnerability is their profit. When you start questioning, demanding, acting, they lose control. Now, let's expose the hidden forces. The system is a machine, and women are caught in its gears. Start with the economy. Women's unpaid caregiving, worth $10 trillion globally, gets zero credit in financial systems. No tax breaks, no social security boosts, nothing. Meanwhile, men's careers were rewarded with pensions, investments, stability. Healthcare is another trap. Women over 50 spend more, $7,500 a year on average, because you live longer and face higher rates of chronic conditions. Medicare doesn't cover everything. Dental, vision, and long-term care often come out of pocket, draining your savings. The workplace. It's a battlefield. Ageism and sexism hit women hardest. 60% of older women face job discrimination, making it nearly impossible to rebuild savings. Even part-time work pays less for women, and gaps in your resume from caregiving are deal breakers for employers. Media fuels the shame. Ads for retirement plans show happy couples, usually men leading the way, while women over 50 are shown as frail or irrelevant. Only 4% of financial ads feature women as decision-makers. Society itself is complicit. Financial literacy is rarely taught to women. Only 26% of women over 50 feel confident about retirement planning, compared to 40% of men. Schools, families, culture, they taught you to nurture, not to negotiate or invest. Even your own family can reinforce this. Kids or spouses may expect you to keep giving, not saving. The deepest cut? The system profits from your fear. Financial firms charge high fees for complex products, preying on your lack of confidence. Drug companies, insurers, even the beauty industry, they all sell you the idea that you're not enough, that you need their help to survive. But the truth they're hiding? You're not helpless. Your sacrifices, your resilience, your wisdom, they're worth more than their numbers. They're terrified you'll demand better policies, better care, better respect. Because when you do, their system shakes. Here's where it gets powerful. You can take back control. Yes, the numbers are daunting, but you're not starting from nothing. You've spent decades managing households, stretching budgets, solving crises. That's financial savvy, even if they don't call it that. Start small. Look at your money with clear eyes. No shame, just facts. Make a simple budget. Track what comes in and what goes out. There are free resources, AARP, local senior centers, even online tools that offer financial advice tailored for women. Check if you qualify for benefits, SNAP, Medicaid, utility assistance. Don't let pride stop you. You've earned help. Connect with others. Join a women's group or online forum where you can share your fears and learn from others. I've seen it work. A woman, 66, took a free financial workshop and boosted her savings by cutting small expenses. Another, 72, started a side hustle selling crafts, reclaiming her independence. Your worth isn't in your bank account, it's in your strength, your story, your ability to adapt. If you're still working, negotiate harder. Women often accept lower pay, but you can push back. If you're retired, explore part-time options. Tutoring, consulting, anything that uses your skills. Talk to your family. Set boundaries so you're not always giving. The system wants you to feel vulnerable, but you're not. You're a survivor, with a lifetime of grit to draw on. They're scared of you because you're not just a number, you're a force. Take one step today. a budget, a call, a plan. You're not fighting to survive, you're claiming the security that's yours. This is your moment. You've been afraid for too long, but that ends now. Today, you act. Do one thing: check your finances, join a group, share your story in the comments below. Your voice matters. Your future matters. When you step into that truth, you'll feel it, a fire they can't extinguish. Hit that subscribe button. Like this video. Share it with someone who needs to hear this. Let's start a revolution, together. The secret they don't want you to know? You're not just enough. You're unbreakable. Thank you for being here. You're not alone. Subscribe to join this community. Like, comment, share. Let's keep this alive. I'll see you in the next one.